What's up, everybody? Welcome to Real Unplugged. I'm your favorite girl, V, and today we're with Ashley and Trana, of course. So today we're going to talk about the things that's going on in the world, basically, and how social media plays a big part with people, you know, with life itself, how it can make or break a person, you know?
Yeah.
So the first, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Carmelo Anthony case. Are y'all?
I've seen it
Yeah, I've
thrown
seen
across
it, yeah.
social media.
So what's your thoughts on it?
Well, I guess me personally, I think my thoughts. I want to know the truth. It's a lot of sides of the story, so it's hard for me to really give. I mean, I have a lot of opinions, but for me to give like a true opinion, I kind of want to know what the true story is because, of course, when these type of things happen, people are gonna paint the picture of you. You know that they think so. Like God forbid, if I was to do something, they'll be like, "Oh, she was a good girl. Why, she wouldn't do nothing like this." Yada yada yada. Which that's what they said about the kid. They was just like I saw one half of what they're saying. This little boy came with the knife on him, this and that, the third, and then I heard other people saying, "Oh, he's a good student. He was smart. He's an athlete. He was doing all this other stuff, and he really just got in the wrong place at the wrong time because this kid was bullying him." So it just kind of depends on the truth, really. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, me overall, I just think that I hope that if he was a good kid and they was bullying him, I do want him to get go free. I ain't gonna lie, because bullying is real. You know what I'm saying? And when you do all of that, like that takes effect on your mental. Saying people really killing themselves for being bullied and stuff. So, and another thing too is, and I hate to just pull the race card, but if it was the other way around, would this even be a main topic?
Right?
Right.
What you think?
I just feel like once they hit social media, he ain't have a chance. Cause like she's saying, people have their opinions and they go ahead and we don't know really what happened. Like they say it's his side, another person's side, and then it's the truth.
Right.
And somewhere in the midst of it is what we see. Right. But I don't think it's fair that you put all of this on social media accusing people and we don't even have the whole story, and then the whole world form their opinion about people. Mm-hmm. It's
they
just
investigating.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you.
But not only that, I just feel like, okay, yeah, if it was the bully situation, not saying that he should have the right to kill the little guy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, he do have the right to defend himself, right? Mm-hmm. Everything should not end that way. You should not always have to pick up a weapon or whatever. If y'all gonna fight, just fight.
Just fight.
That's just how I feel about it. But I do also feel that black people, just saying, kind of like on the wagon, the ball wagon. Oh, because he's a black guy, let him go free, da-da-da. But like you say, we do need the facts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real facts, because just because he's black, that don't mean he had a right because a white person came and say something or did something to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody deserve to be dead for no reason. Now, I'm not saying that he is wrong because I don't know what really happened.
Right.
But just because he's white don't make it right.
Right.
You know?
Well, they did. Now, they said, and that's what I'm saying, because I'm going to be honest, y'all. I'm not going to the news and look at it. I just read what the social media people tell me. So social media told me that the twins, the kids, they were basically jumping him or was trying to jump him in this situation. Because you got to understand, and like I said, and I know how people can get when these situations happen. I've seen it with my own eyes where people can see somebody getting beat down and they don't stop it. They just record it. Mm-hmm. So and I'm just speaking, and now I'm going to speak on them as a mother. You know what I'm saying? I would be livid if my child was getting beat that bad and nobody
Jumped
thought
in.
that it was important enough to stop the
it.
fight. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just I really want to know what happened with that store. Which I mean, again, I try my best not to invest myself too much into
Right.
all the social media, all the news stuff, because it just start to become too much. But at the same time, I'm interested to really know the real story, because then they said somebody came forward and said that a witness came forward, and them witnesses be lying too. I'm just saying, I've experienced that. But anyway, I'm serious. But anyway, they said a witness came forward and said that they saw where the white kids was bullying the black boy.
Right, they said that, and then they said that he said, "You hit me, and then you see what happened to you." That was one of the things. They're not saying that's true, but that
So what
was
they trying to say,
something
that's premeditated?
someone said. I'm not sure, but they also found out that he did not have a knife. Was it a cleat sharpener? That's what he had when he.
Because he was a track athlete.
So he was at a track meet, and actually a track meet is too hot for all that. It's
Talk about
it's
it.
hot, like ooh, it's too hot.
Oh man, that made me think
But-
though. Like, think about, our kids are out here all the time.
Yep.
And these kids, you can kill my kid with a what you said, a cleat sharpener. Like, that is wild.
Yeah, I just think that, a lot of people need to talk to their kids. A lot of parents should talk to their kids, even though a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't got nothing to do with my kids." Well, I raise my kids. You do, and some kids do grow away from what they know.
Yeah.
I can agree with that, but just remind kids that, and you don't always got to say something back when somebody
Yeah.
say something to you
Yeah.
either. You know what I'm saying?
I
so,
agree.
Yeah.
And so, like, I
But
just...
it's never okay.
Yeah, it's never okay.
Yeah, and what she said about being a parent and nobody getting involved when the kid was getting jumped. But I think people mind their business on stuff like that because they are afraid that if they get in the middle of it, that something might happen to them. Because
That too, but I really feel because people
they
is
just
just
nosy.
light to the situation.
Come on.
Because like she said, people record every single thing. Like
They are recording.
they record dead bodies on social
Yeah,
media.
they do,
Like
you're
they
right.
record
It's
too much.
Wow, like they
You
would
know?
literally say,
check on your
check
people.
on your people type of stuff. Like, I'm like, bro, just call 911 for me. Like, don't be
Right.
saying-
I would definitely want you to call 911. Just don't put it on Facebook.
But I think that's also contributing to how people are reacting in these situations because they know everything is being recorded. And so it's like, if I'm a man and you a man, you can't show me up because now you jeopardizing my image or my manhood. So I feel
that could be it, but I'm gonna tell you, I have to say, me personally, I think it's more of people just do not care no more. They are just worried about being the first person to tell what happened.
I'm talking about the people that's fighting.
Fighting. That's what she said.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, that is. It could have been like.
But it
he
is
could have
because
been
they
that way.
recording it. You get what I'm saying? So
So that's why
both
he wanna-
sides is the problem.
I want to show you that I ain't scared of you. And you
If you being recorded or not. So you
Right.
got to look like the big bad wolf or whatever. Yeah. It's just a mess. I mean,
Yeah, I just think that I pray they get justice, and I pray that the young man, the black guy, Carmelo, whatever happens, I don't want him to, because if he did it to defend himself, of course, let
Right.
him go. But
I just want
Right is right.
the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying?
well, I guess.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like the truth is perceptive. I don't always think the truth, because it's already out now. So people already got their idea about what it is. So even if the boy is found to be innocent, it's still gonna be a tag attached to him moving
Yeah.
forward in life.
Yeah,
That's not fair, but
yeah.
so
Nah, but they ain't gonna forget about it. You think that them people just be forgetting about it? People be killing people and stuff, getting out, and they act just like it ain't even happen. They people that they be around, they'll get out and they act just like that stuff ain't happen.
Yeah, that too. But I also feel like, with the people that do the murdering, right?
Right.
And people get on Facebook, be like, "Free my boy to his free or free him to his backwards," and y'all get mad when somebody say something like somebody family member that y'all killed, be like saying something, y'all get upset. But your family member just took somebody that they cared about.
I think in that situation though, I would just be quiet.
Yeah, just
I
let
ain't
that
gonna
go.
lie.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
ain't-
even say nothing, right or wrong. I just would not even
Yeah,
just
just let it
go
be.
just say nothing about it, you know?
Yeah.
That's me personally. Just like on social media, again, the young guy from LSU,
Yeah.
Lacey, that's his name. So I don't know if y'all know about him. So he was an upcoming football player, right?
Right.
He was driving on the highway going in and out of traffic. A Kia swerved not to hit him and ended up hitting somebody else, which was like a 79-year-old.
I know it's an
veteran.
old man. I don't know how
An
old
older
he
guy,
was, but yeah.
actually. So he was going to jail he was put on trial, not going to jail, for murder or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he ended up killing himself a few days before the trial. So do y'all think that social media impact
Yes.
the way he felt, what was going to happen to him?
I'm sure that had a lot to do with it, but at the same time, he probably just couldn't take the pressure. You
Well,
understand?
but they withdrew him from the draft or something, or from
Yeah.
the
He was going to
combine
the
or
draft.
something. I don't know if it was the draft. It wasn't the draft, obviously, because the draft happened after
But I
that.
thought
But
it
I
was-
think
he
it
was
was
coming up
the
to be.
yeah. But I think they withdrew his invite to the combine, to the NFL combine. So it's like you this standout athlete, you got dreams of going to the NFL, and then this happens. You ain't found guilty yet. This happens, and then you lose your invite to the combine.
And just because he was driving in and out, I mean, I ain't gonna say like he should have been doing
No,
that.
somebody died.
Somebody
I know
died.
somebody
but
died.
they was saying he was the cause of the accident because he was going fast. They was like avoiding to hit him. You get what I'm saying? It's like
I
some,
get what y'all saying.
Yeah.
But he ain't him.
yeah. But I guess because he was the cause of the accident. Actually, I feel like it's a sad situation.
Yeah.
Because most times, and he may not even know. Well, don't look into stuff like this. But most time when those people be the accidents, those people don't be going to jail for real. They get a little time because like the guy
right.
that got killed down here in our hometown, a drunk driver hit him, killed him, but she didn't get no time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get time.
But that was a white person though. You gotta understand, he is a black young man. They probably would have tried to get that boy some time.
That and maybe like I think
Manslaughter.
some people be trying to like
Girl, I don't
use
know.
people for examples, and I hate when people do that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
They could have
saying?
been harder on him just to prove a point.
Yeah,
Just
like,
to
but
say.
I mean, definitely like you taking away the boy a chance to provide for
Well,
his
I can't believe he
family
killed himself because of that.
and stuff like that. Like
But that's
that
what
ain't-
it's
so I
saying.
do
That's why he
think
killed himself.
social media will make you guilty. Even if you innocent, like I said just then, like you carry that tag along, and he probably was carrying that tag along because social media had already said, "Oh, he did it, he guilty, he deserved whatever."
Right.
And like she said, he just couldn't take the pressure.
And
of
everybody
that.
can't take that pressure. That's true.
And he probably felt like he was letting his family down because he didn't go to the combine and probably wouldn't be drafted, couldn't. He probably had plans of taking care of his family and just being like the person to create like something better, probably.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
That
man,
makes
that's
sense. So back another thing on social media that I saw over the weekend. Yes, I'm on social media. But anyway, so a young lady got on social media basically and said she got raped in a parking lot at the club, right?
oh, I saw that.
I did.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about that? Because I looked at the story. I went on her live, I went on her friend live, and I do feel like the second boy probably took advantage of her. I feel like he did. Because even if she was in there, once she realized no mean no. That's how I feel
right,
about it.
right.
Right? But the story that she was giving us, I danced on this, I went on him and rubbed on him, but he had a shrimp. I went on him on the other cut friend, and he had a shrimp. It was like you was giving them that idea that you wanted something to happen.
was that type
You
of
get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if you go in the club, like I go in the club right now, I'm not gonna let no man like rub up on me and do all that
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
If I'm gonna dance on you, I'm gonna dance on you. But to do the most, no, I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah.
But if you give people an idea of you, I think that's what they're gonna take. Not saying that it's right, but if somebody rubbing all on me in the club, I'm like, we get in the car. Oh, she want both of us. That could have been their
That
mindset
could have
because
been.
everybody don't have common sense.
Yeah,
you know?
everybody don't have common sense.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
and even though everybody don't have common sense, but you have to understand no means no.
Yeah.
Right.
She did say no is definitely no. But on the other hand, like we gotta be careful how we out here presenting ourselves too, because first of all, why would you? And I ain't judging nobody,
Yeah.
but why would you be boxing on person to person? Oh, he got a shrimp. Oh, he got a shrimp. Like,
Yeah.
girl. And then my thing is too, why would you get on social media and take it to social media? Why didn't you go and get you some help? Like,
Right, and that was my thing. She was like, I should know about the two social media. No, you shouldn't have. You should have just went straight to the cops and never went live. Because nobody else
Wait,
would
I
have
thought
known.
she went live the day after it.
She did, but my
Oh.
thing is, what was the point? Social
Gotcha.
media only.
Did she
only
go get the
to-
rape kit and all
Yeah,
that
she
other
did.
stuff?
But
The
social
next day
media-
after the people told her to do it, or did she do it?
I guess when she went that morning or whatever to do it, I'm not
Oh.
sure. But she did it. But my point is, social media is everything is not supposed to be on social media. And I feel like if that was a bad moment for you in that time, then why would you go on social media and express that to everybody? Everybody don't have to know what you go through.
But some people,
That's their life.
yeah, they put everything about themselves on social media. And maybe she just didn't, she probably thought she was going to get more support than backlash. You get what I'm saying?
Because it's rape.
Yeah, I guess. And she just probably thought, like, for whatever reason, sometimes people be thinking social media is a safe space. But it's really,
The
It's-
safest place is a therapist.
I mean,
If you
yeah.
feeling that way,
Therapy
What?
is
Like, I
good,
can't,
but
social media ain't all bad because there
It's
are
not,
some
but-
people, like sometimes somebody may give some good advice. I just don't know if I got raped, if social media would have been the first place I took it. That's my thing. You get what I'm saying?
maybe
Like,
she was just in, like, disbelief. I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't know.
Well, everybody different.
Yeah.
I feel like we are more private people.
Yeah.
So something like that would happen to me. The streets probably would have known about it, but I would not have been on social media talking about it.
I didn't realize it was two people. I thought it was just.
Yo, it was her. It was the guy she was liking she was in the car with him.
Got you.
And then she said that another guy came in after the fact or whatever.
Because I
And
never
she-
really did look at the whole live, but
Well,
That's
she was
how it
in the
went.
car, letting the guy that she liked finger her. Just to be real, that's what she said. He was fingering me, and I told him to close the door so nobody would see what he was doing.
Oh,
you get what I'm
got
saying?
you.
So I definitely feel like the
that
second
story
boy
can get very. That
took
just
advantage.
I mean, I know you probably took advantage, but girl, you put yourself out there like that.
Yeah.
Which again, it does not take away from no meaning no, but like you in the car getting fingered by one guy and whatever.
I feel like you should
And-
just present yourself in a certain way. I see a lot of people do that. People say that, well, you can wear what you want. You definitely can.
but these guys gotta just learn too, though. Like have some
right,
self-control.
have some
'cause,
self-control and some common sense at the
Like,
same time.
man, like just have some restraint. Like it's really not that deep. Like y'all, it's you know what I mean? Like trying to say, once somebody say no, like it's a million other girls. Like she
A
said
million
no,
other
just
girls
stop.
ready-
And somebody
ready
gonna
and
say
willing.
Yeah, just
Right.
stop. Like guys really got to learn that. Like it's so important, especially like because I got boys. You got to when somebody don't want to be dealing with you, leave them alone. Because it's just so easy for guys to get in trouble behind that kind of stuff. Because
Right.
not saying that they always wrong, but it's just so. Especially depending on what your stature is as a man.
Right.
They gonna naturally look at you like, oh, you guilty. You the one that did that. Like, they're gonna look at her as defenseless, or not her, but girls in general.
Right.
So like, guys just gotta chill with that. Like,
They do need to have more self-control.
Yeah, like-
because you don't have to do that with everybody.
yeah, like no.
And then I don't know what to say if you're gonna think that doing that in the parking lot with somebody makes a difference. Like why? You know? Like, you know, let it go, you know? But you know, I just feel like, you know, social media wasn't the place for
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Right.
I wouldn't have put it on social media. I just feel like
I most
some
definitely wouldn't
things
put on
should-
social media.
Yeah, me
But
either.
again, you gotta be as females too. You gotta be like careful of who you be hanging out with and the company you keep, because again, if you said you liked the guy and y'all was in a car, he was doing this and that and the third to you. When this man came and did all this to you, he ain't even say nothing.
Right. The second guy didn't say anything. I mean, the first guy didn't
The
say
guy you
anything.
was in the car with didn't even
say
say nothing. So
anything
what
to
does that even say for
Like,
So where was her
I-
friends at?
Well, she had one friend with her, and the
just
other friend
one.
was outside because she was in the car with the guy that she
Oh.
liked. So her friend didn't even think of it. Like,
So she didn't
we need to
realize the other person came and got
so,
you.
You know what I'm saying? So she thinking that
It's
she
just her and
going, that's
him.
what she wanted to do,
Got it.
right?
Well, she did go outside with her friend.
Yeah, she
Okay.
was outside and she said the friend went to the bathroom or whatever.
Gotcha.
And then I guess whatever happens then,
Yeah.
whatever. But, you know, at the end of the day, I just feel like, you know,
Some stuff ain't
being the
close to
fact
him.
that these men are some horny goats, just gotta be careful. Yeah, y'all can. We all wear what we want to wear.
Right.
We can do what we want to do, but just always be prepared to defend yourself. I just can say that
Yeah.
because you never know. Even if it's somebody you really know, because the way she was calling those guys names, they knew them people.
Well, she was calling names.
Yeah, she was calling
right.
names like this name, that name. You know, if I'm
Yeah.
calling y'all names, like I ain't know y'all. So even if you know somebody, you think y'all just that cool, still just don't be that relaxed.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. I just feel like I didn't see social media has told me about too many people who
Right.
go places with friends and they don't make it back.
Oh, that's true.
That's true too.
That's it.
And I
Yeah.
never want to be that person. I stick with my same friends.
Oh God, yes. me
No
too.
shade or whatever, but if it's a lot of people that I don't know, I'm probably not gonna go because
It definitely not by
the
your
world
side.
has changed.
Yeah.
People are not the same no more. I don't know if it's in the food or in the drink or in the liquor or in the weed or whatever they're doing. It's in something because people are not the same.
Yeah, it's just a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe it was like this, but we just never paid attention because we wasn't involved like that. And I guess that we're older and we are paying attention to the stuff that's going on and like be like, okay. But maybe it was like that, you know? We just never paid attention to
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. I don't think it was, but
Yeah, I
Me
don't
neither.
think
I
it
didn't
was
think
that
it was this
rough.
bad.
No, it wasn't that rough.
I don't think so. But anyway, how do y'all feel about it's something like the little girl being raped, the Shannon Sharp.
oh,
Social media didn't tell you about that?
Social media. Well, okay, so y'all tell me what Uncle Shannon did. That's what they call him, Uncle
Yeah.
Shannon. So y'all tell me what he did. I honestly don't know. I seen like something about a white girl, 20,000, 20 something
she's suing him, ain't it,
She's
for
suing for
50
$50
million?
or something.
Because allegedly he was recording her without her consent. He like
But ain't
told
she
her
an
he was gonna
OnlyFans
choke.
model?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saying he was gonna choke her and all this stuff. But he released text messages. Basically, she's like wanting that kind of
Oh,
stuff too. As at the
I
same
see
time.
him, uh-huh.
But what I feel by him, if you listen to the phone conversation, common sense would have told him
She was recording him.
it was a setup. Because if you and this person always talk like this, like if you and your dude talk like that, like, oh,
Right.
you gonna choke me tonight? You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden tonight, I'm talking like, no, I don't want to get choked. Don't choke me. I don't want you. Like, it sounded like a setup. She was definitely setting him up, but he just didn't pay attention.
God,
You know what I'm saying?
It is sad. That
And it's too many celebrities that
So did he actually go with like?
they was going around they was messing around for a while.
but he was paying her, right?
I guess she was the only fans, I want to say.
White girl, right?
She said,
But I know. I just saw the clip of the comedian Monique telling him. You saw that when they came back up and she was on the Shay Shay show or whatever it's called, and she just was like, "You need to sit down somewhere and get you an old lady that's gonna love you right and stop running behind these young girls."
and he do, because that girl is young.
Yeah.
That girl is young. And that's a problem with a lot of older guys. They want young girls.
They want them
I think
PYT.
For the look and the shape. But
Kendra G, I don't know. She said Kendra G dating. She said the same thing
What?
on social media. She was like, I tried to stop the good brother Sharp and tell him I had over 10,000 girls on my dating app, the Kendra G dating app, and they were like young 30s and they were like prominent people or whatever.
Right.
But she was like, that 7 seconds you could have gave me more time than that. You shut me down. You should have just talked to me for a little while longer. So I guess she was doing two things: shading him and promoting her.
right at the same time, yeah. Well, why not?
Well, I mean, like I said, I didn't get a lot of details about that, but I heard him going on talking about, and that's why. What he said? I'm dating my what is that little thing that saying they say? Like you basically dating people that got the same money you got. But he didn't say that. I forgot what it's called.
But OnlyFans, or you really?
I'm dating my word. I forgot what it's called.
Got you.
But I know he was going off about that. So I didn't really go into details or whatever, but I'm just like,
I
it's the same
understand.
old stuff happening all the time.
Right.
Repeat
Yeah.
cycle.
And that's the thing. You would think they would learn from one another. You get what I'm saying? Like, seriously.
But,
you got Diddy that just went through this. You got R. Kelly that just went through some other stuff. You know,
Right.
you think that being that y'all got that much money and y'all know everything, you got to be careful.
But you
It's
said
money,
that.
It's almost going to be
People don't
money
have
grab.
common sense.
Yeah,
But again,
money
too,
don't
like
make you
you
have
said,
common sense.
You was like, when you listen to the phone conversation, it sounded like he was getting set up. So let's think about this though. Like, even if they got all the magic thing is they got all this money. Just say, you know what I'm saying, if that's just my motive to get more money and I go date whoever, this famous person or whatever, and then turn around and lie or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what they doing.
Right, I understand.
So you want them to just not date nobody?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is be careful. Like, right
Well,
now,
that's what
your
they-
son is an upcoming, basketball player, whatever.
Right.
I feel like he should always be careful of the things he do, the things he say,
Definitely.
and who he do it around. Because you already know people gonna have their eyes on you, regardless. Learn from the other people. Like, everybody can learn from somebody.
Right.
Like, if he get a girlfriend, don't be going in public. Well, you shouldn't knock us out of head anyway. But definitely don't do it in public and let nobody see you doing
Right.
it.
Or people keeping receipts for years. Just like
be
Tyree
careful
Hill wife.
Of what you doing and saying. Like, that's my
I
thing.
think that's his thing.
Even me, I'm a careful person. I don't say anything to people any kind of way because people are crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You never know what somebody's going through at the moment. Might do something, cause them to do something to you. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But being the fact that you got so many people down to Bill Cosby
yeah.
showing y'all what not to do, and y'all still do it.
Yeah.
And it's all because you got the money. That's the
People
only
think
reason.
when they have money, they have control, but they fail to realize that once a person mind get lifted out of that, they just gonna say and do whatever. So that's how they kept. At some point, they knew, at some point I'm gonna have the strength to say this or speak up for myself. Cause why else would you have years of receipts?
Right. And not only that, I feel like, when people be, like you said, he said, Uncle Shannon said he was like dating his worth or whatever.
Or in
I
his
feel like
bracket,
his tax bracket.
Yeah,
And
something like that. I can't remember
I
how
can
he worded
understand
it.
what he's saying, but sometimes the people in your tax bracket ain't the people you need to be with. You might can get you somebody like one of us, you know what I'm saying? That got it. I'm just saying that got this stuff. You could have your stuff together. You ain't gotta be rich.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm just
You
looking.
get what I'm saying? That's what he should have said. Like, he
Just looking
thought,
for somebody,
you know,
yeah.
but you don't got to get with a rich person because if I
Let
get rich
Uncle
today,
Shannon-
I would never
let-
date another rich person.
let
I
Uncle
would keep
Shannon
my
date
man,
his rich person.
love him forever.
You better keep
Take
your
him with
man.
me. You know what I'm saying? But some people get rich and their head get big. They start doing things different,
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I would never want to date a rich person anyway.
I ain't gonna say that.
I don't because they going to give me
That
money
ain't-
and
but-
pain.
but that's-
They're going to be cheating on me.
But now you grouping all rich people in the same category.
I am.
You can't do that because you just said if you was rich, you would be who
But
you
not
are.
me because
But you can't say that.
I'm different. Talk for myself.
That means everybody else that's rich is not
But
like
majority of the men
you thinking.
with the power and the control
You
of the
thinking
money.
about famous rich men.
Right.
It's rich men out here that aren't famous
Yeah.
that don't.
You're right. You're
get
right.
what I'm
You're right.
saying?
So I guess when you look at it that way, yeah. that's
Yeah.
true.
So
So I ain't gonna say. Let me take that back, y'all.
Take it back.
But
take
I ain't
it
trying to
back.
date nobody in the
yeah, like it's the
Just
difference
saying.
between that. That famous part sometimes is what
Yeah, I can agree.
kind of get people to do them kind of things. They
Yeah.
kind of feel like
Being in the spotlight.
or they feel like they're untouchable.
Yeah.
So they think they can do those things, some of them now, and act that way. you know.
They definitely think they can do that.
Yeah,
That's why they do it.
They think they think they can be untouchable.
He didn't think that this is gonna come. If he would have done all of that,
No.
Yeah, no.
And he just was ridiculous. I'm just
I don't
saying.
even know half of the stuff he did. That's how much I'm not.
But you
on
know what
social
else be like? I be wondering just about
What?
how y'all, not y'all, but like those people. It's like when one person say it, then now everybody.
It gotta be what it is because everybody.
I just don't know. Like,
Because well, I think before, like now is it's trendy, but I think before it could probably be because some people were scared to
Speak up.
Because what's that lady named Jennifer Lewis that played on Will Aunt on
The light
oh, the dark skinned lady.
No, the lighter one.
Oh.
The lady, real loud lady. She be playing people.
On
mama.
Vibe.
Oh
Not
no,
Aunt Vi,
I know
but
who she's
Jennifer
talking
Aunt
about.
Lewis.
Janice.
Her name is Jennifer Lewis, but she was Will Aunt on Fresh.
I know who you're talking about, though,
But
I
she
thought it
was
was
talking. She talked about that. It could have been. I don't.
But go ahead.
But she talked about how like back then she used to like get abused and stuff, but she took it because she was trying to get where she needed to be.
Oh.
Yeah, I
yeah,
understand. I'm not saying that you should do it, but I do understand it. That's why a lot of people do the things they
She
do
was like-
because they want to get out.
And I think
but
that
this
was-
is my thing. If y'all want to get, say right now, if we say, "Oh, y'all, this is how we got to do to get rich," and we say we gonna sit here and do it. Well, do it, get rich, and shut up, and just go about your business because
that's
you
what she
already
did.
knew what you was getting into.
No, but that's what she did.
You know?
She never came out with it. But
Yeah,
I
I
think
know.
when the stuff came out about Bill Cosby, she was like, "That's something. Those people wasn't allowed on them. That's what they were doing." She was like, "But you know, I came my mouth. I mean, she didn't say these exact words, but she was basically saying, you know, she didn't say too much about because she was just trying to get where she
Trying to
wanted to
get
be.
it.
I agree because a lot of people do that now, and they even dealing with rich people. They dealing with half behind people that really don't got no money like that. They just wear nice shoes, and they like, oh, I gotta go with that man because he got money, and he really don't have no money.
Talk about it.
I'm just saying,
Shoes don't make you rich.
yeah, you're right.
And,
I'm just saying, but
Right.
you know, if you're gonna if you're gonna have a mindset to do stuff like that, to be able to handle whatever comes afterwards.
Yeah, what comes your way.
But I'm not
Absolutely.
saying you're supposed to get abused and all that. But
Oh yeah.
if you're gonna walk in that door like that, knowing that's what you're gonna do, because like right now, P Diddy get out of jail. Some people still will go to P Diddy parties. That is real.
I mean, I don't know. You got to do all that stuff here at that party.
Some people praying for R. Kelly to get out of jail.
I want Kelly to get out
See
too
that?
because I like R. Kelly. I mean, it is what it is. I'm always gonna be an R. Kelly fan.
So you like R. Kelly music?
But I like it. I like him too. I like his music.
So
I ain't got nothing against R. Kelly.
So
I
you
don't
know what I'm saying?
I guess what you're saying is like it's a fine line though because
Yeah.
at
But-
some point you are
But
willing.
speaking of R. Kelly though, like just think about it. Like R. Kelly was doing this stuff, but these kids' parents knew, and they let it went down and went on. They ain't
Now,
say
that's the
nothing.
problem.
That was
That's the problem.
I feel like I ain't got nothing. I don't have a problem with them putting him in jail, but them parents should have got some kind of consequences too.
They
They
should
allowed
have.
it to happen.
All the
Right.
parents.
They knew that
Yeah.
what was going on. They was trying to get a check.
I agree. What you about to say? A fine line between what?
Oh, like let's say if somebody getting abused, staying like taking it so they can get the money and like really truly being abused, and at some point it just kind of turned or started as you were willing to participate, and then it just progressed and got really really worse, and then it's something you stuck in that you really don't want to be in. That kind of
But
thing.
are you really stuck though?
Never
Are
really
you-
stuck, but your mind can be
Oh.
thinking. If you in that type of situation, you could really be thinking like, dang. Because imagine now, ain't nobody going to just start abusing you right away. That's gradual. It's never no situation where you just, day one, you get knocked upside the head. Like, come on, no.
real. You
But,
might knock me upside
you
the
know
head
what I'm
the first day you
saying?
met me.
I know
But
that's right.
show you all these great and wonderful things,
Right.
and then they gradually start abusing you. You always gonna be in the back of your mind hoping they go back to the person that you met. So I think
got
that's why people stay in those kinds of situations
Wishful.
because they hoping they go back to the person that they
Wishful
was
thinking,
and
yeah.
thinking like, okay, well if I change this, then he won't be upset. If I do this, then da 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 da. But until you realize like, oh heck no, it's not changing. I gotta get up out of that. And I think that's how.
That's the stuck.
Yeah, that's how you get
People
stuck
like,
in
oh,
it.
This is stuck there. I'm like, how? Because at some point that person's gonna leave.
But
and I'm gonna leave right
what
behind them with a
abusers
bag.
also do is they isolate you.
from people.
They isolate you from the people that will pull you out of it.
I got you.
So they gradually pull you away from everybody that cares about you and that would have your back. And then you,
I agree.
yeah. So that's
makes a lot
how
of
it.
sense.
That's how it happens.
Well, I think this was a very good episode. But until then, y'all, I need everybody to like, follow, share, and subscribe. But listen, one more thing I got to say.
Say it.
Be your best self
Be that.
all times. For real. Because don't let people get in your head and stop you
Right.
from doing whatever it is that you want to do. Even getting out of a bad relationship or a friendship, or even making your business better than what it is. You know, just
Right.
always try to strive and be your best self.
I like that.
But with that being said, y'all, we out. I need everybody to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Peace.